That's to be seen, but I think it could be. Yeah, it could do.
So we will be moving into Chalet. We are finally into the game. We are looking at a kitchen trophy defense first up for Horizon. Nothing out of the ordinary. Maybe Castle's a bit of a niche pick. We don't really see him brought too often. Could be used, of course, in good cohesion with a smoke, as a lot of kill holes could be made, and then Castle some of them off, and you get a good couple of angles in and around that kitchen area as well. Or could be used for a full-on library hold, which could also be a possibility.
We'll have to see Horizon make that choice. No smokes, there's none of that combination, like you said, with smoke, but there is a Valkyrie, so I've got that shotgun, the potential close quarter engagers, got the camera. Where would the Valkyrie cam, so the most important one for you here?
Well, in my time, I played a lot of Valkyrie, and some of the nice Valkyrie cams that you would get is typically one on the east side, may it be in one of the trees or one of the lamppost areas, as then that gives you complete visibility on anybody wanting to push in either up the ladder to the office area or down the trench or even at the single window as well. Possibly one out on the west side as well, so you do have both entrances covered, and then maybe one inside the Great Hall, as Great Hall is that main high traffic area that people will be moving in and about, defenders and attackers, where you can get a camera up on the roof. You can see the bottom of the Great Hall, and also in and around the top, around the reading room area as well.
Shots back and forth here, just opening up some of that, opening up some of the ceiling right now for Castle, trying to get some angles so he can make sure he's keeping an eye on Vexed from wherever they may come from. You can see here XKS, the man to watch for Vexed on this buck. Going to find potentially the first frag, gets a lot of damage down onto Ela right there.
Yeah, that's going to be a big lot of damage dealt to Ela. It's going to put her below half health. That is going to be a buck. Oh, Prox is going to get the wall bang on to Tristan. What a play from him, using that drone, actually drone himself in and said, hey, there's a guy in the corner, let's just see if we can kill him, and he did. So now they do have control of this bedroom area, and they can start pushing up as Prox is going to be there. Shots are going to be fired from Ela, as he is just creeping around, see if he can get any more kills. The
aggression right now from the Vex lineup is so good. His side picks up a kill. Proxer gets a second. Suddenly this all-out gun skill mechanical team are ready to just roll over this first round. No one has gone down right now, and it's a 5 versus 2. Horizon left flabbergasted. This is just insane. And I just noticed it there with Proxer on Sledge. He took a shot, missed the angle, but then he went in, he went aggressive, he found another angle, got closer. 2 versus 4 right now, though.
Diffuser is going to go down, as we are going to see Proxer pick up yet another kill to his name. 2 Max is going to be taken out, and it is going to be a 3v1 all down to the Bandit. As Proxer, can he get himself a 4K? He can't, as that is going to be Bandit getting the down, however, but Diffuser being planted. Scythe also inside the kitchen. That castle barricade's going to come back to bite Horizon. Scythe can use it to his advantage. We are going to see Bandit push in. Can he get a kill to his name? He can't, as Proxer does get the 4K. And Vex do win the first round very impressively.
That was very quick from Vex. Yeah. And I haven't seen these guys, in terms of my own casting perspective, play before. That was quick. That was angles, shots, quick fire, you know, reactive stuff there. And something that I just noticed, like I said, from Sledge that previous round, he missed a shot on an angle. He didn't stay and hold the same angle. He pushed up to get a better angle, made it more difficult for the enemy to know where he was. He then slid behind that trophy case and just got the shots in through. So that was really impressive stuff. And it's kind of the untamed aggression that we don't see a lot of teams have. You know, a lot of these teams play very slow, calculated performances. They don't want to move in when they've missed a shot because they're worried that they'll get peeked. Vex don't worry about that. Vex are worried. Vex is saying, well, if you peek, I've got a great shot on you as well. So that's incredible stuff from these guys. Let's see how they perform on defense.
So we will be moving down for our first wine, cellar, and snowmobile defense. We will be seeing the Mira being picked up, as well as the smoke, corrupted, and death. As primarily we are going to see a mirror window inside this wine stock area, of course, as that does give complete control of this this A-bomb site. The only thing that do have to be worried about is if that trench double wall does get opened up right beside Def, but you can always bring a bandit in and do some bandit tricking to stop that happening. The other mirror window is going to go down. It seems to be facing out towards that snowmobile, so both bomb sites going to be covered by either mirror windows, of course, as typically that's what she does. We don't see the snowmobile push come in very often. It's more the wine cellar strategy for a lot of teams, as it seems to be, as Horizon already getting inside this trophy area, trying to hunt Proxa on this Ayla, as he is just going to go back and forth, but he does land a couple of shots on the Ash and does scurry away.
Again, Vexed able to perform as aptly on defense. It seems that their roam game is really strong, and Proxa was sort of fragging left, right, and center last round, so great place to have him on this Ela, trying to find some sort of roaming kills, kind of unwind Horizon from the very inner method of their approach here.
Yeah, and Horizon, they need to hunt Proxa, because if anybody's going to punish them, it's going to be this guy. Of course, Ayla, the main roamer for many teams, she is considered one of the best defenders to ever be released. Of course, she did get hit like a truck with some of the nerfs, and I'd imagine she's going to get hit even more after the Invitational, of course, which is happening this week. So they are going to make use of her while they can. As hatches are going to get open, and at the moment they don't have control of the staircases. Main stairs is very easy for a member of Vex to rotate, as well as the back stairs. So Horizon are just going to go just headstrong for this wine cellar push, but can be exposed from the flanks.
Horizon slowly, Proxa still on the roam right now, not able to find anyone, still making control of these stairs. Actually, Nasha gets XKS here, so Nasha picks up XKS with a frag grenade, so it's a great early pick-off, because XKS, one of the members that you said was sort of high-level performance from Vexed, and suddenly this is an opportunity for Blackbeard to start to make a move in. Horizon looking for an opportunity. Joker takes down Proxa, Proxa now down, that roam is gone. This is going to have to be a crazy defense from Vexed. 3 versus 5, but it is possible. They've got smoke, they've got mirror.
Yeah, they are going to be in sight. However, Tumas did drop the hatch, and if he did have the fusion, the bomb could have been planted by now. The wine stock mirror window was taken out, as I believe it was the bandit playing inside there. Nasher got a good pick. Tumax does manage to down smoke, and then Tumas does finish him off, as Nasher then does get the kill on the site with 5v1. Horizon looking really good, as Nasher still upstairs with the buck, trying to be a menace and just make sure that Diff has to keep moving, as he is going to try and go for the retake. Fluffs the shots, and Tumax does punish them, and Horizon do get around.
It seems that when they have to be a bit more calculated, have to be a little bit more slow-paced, and when the enemy attackers can slow the game down as well, as long as you don't give anything away to Proxa on the roam early on, Vex don't look so comfortable in these static defense games. They don't look so comfortable when they have to kind of play it slow. And Horizon played that really well. They didn't take anything, didn't take any risks. They played the slow entry game. They found angles that were sort of methodical. They didn't give away any kills to Proxa. And suddenly Vex, they weren't able to ride off that aggressive momentum. Seems like on defense, that's where Vex are going to be weak. Yeah,
they're primarily an attacking team, because they, of course, they can just go ham with what they want to do. It's a free canvas. They can push whatever they want to push. And they do have really good coordination with their Slayers. Again, we previously seen for their last attack, you know, they took from the office, and then somebody else was pressuring from the other side on the library, and they just started pinching in where they were coming from, of course. So they definitely do seem to be a lot stronger on the attack, and they are going to be on it again. Horizon are going to be looking for this castle strategy, where last time it did actually hurt them, because Joker was then castled out of the bomb site, and from there it was very easy for Vex to drop the hatch and then into the site and go for the planting of the bomb. So maybe the castle barricade's not the best way that Horizon can counter Vexed.
Before we get into this, I want to give a shout out to my boss, Will, who went and got me a generic energy drink because I was almost falling asleep, as I have now been awake for around 18 hours. Thank you, Will. I love you very much.
So, Vexed will be moving in up onto this master bedroom, it seems to be, where Proxa is going to be that main fragger like we did see previously, getting rid of a castle barricade. That's one thing which I don't like about castle barricades on windows or doors that are outside of the building, because it's very easy for a sledge. And Prox is going to walk into the bomb site, and he is inside. Catch him a Tumax! Tumax gets the flick shot on the Proxa. I thought Proxy was going to be in and win the round for his team single-handedly.
Yeah, 2max guy who's been under some pressure recently performs a almost round-saving flick shot there, but Corrupted, Dom Corrupted picks up a return kill onto TXM, so it is a 1-for-1 right now, but with Sledge gone, I've lost some of that potential. Tristan holding on to this angle right now. He knows that someone is on the other side. They're going to have... well, Diff's going to see him. Diff's going to see him with the drone. So they'll know that he's holding that angle, and they'll know that he's there exactly as Diff continues to put that drone pressure onto Tristan. It's going to force him to move.
Yeah, XKS could go into the gaming or the bar area and start trying to buck up the ceiling from below them, of course. He does still have a nade, which he could chuck up through the hatch onto an unsuspecting defender, of course, as Scythe is going to start putting pressure where Proxy did previously, as he does get the kill onto Tristan, as a nade is going to be chucked up and in, and almost does nail Joker. But he is going to be able to dodge out of the way. A minute 30 to go. Looking good for Vexed. Is going to be 2 people down. Only 1 roamer left, and that's going to put Horizon in a very sticky situation if he does get picked up.
Twitch clear out some barbed wire. Again, they have a minute to work with. 4 versus 3 situation. Trying to find a peek onto one of the members of Horizon as they take out the camera there. I think they realise that someone is sort of hiding in that room.
Yeah,
so Twitch was just trying to rotate round to it.
Yeah, there seems to be, it's going to have about 2 people pushing in from 2 different doors. Very good cohesion, but Joker is going to get the kill on the Scythe. If he gets another one, this will be huge for his team, as he is going to get spotted out, but it's going to be Corrupted swinging around, getting a headshot on the Joker. And 45 seconds to go, still plenty of time for Vex to drop this hatch and get themselves into the bomb site.
Looks like that's what they're doing, maybe trying to find multiple angles here as a grenade goes out there. Don Corrupted just looking for an opportunity to try and find another entry point, try and make Horizon guess. Yes, the hatch is the obvious play, but whether you can find another one, and he actually does it! Ooh. He does it! That's the return angle that we were looking for. And suddenly things are starting to open up. Don Corrupted, the guy who came in last minute for Vexed, is really playing a solid game right now. Yeah,
he just seen his opportunity, took it. It appeared to be that they wanted to go for the trophy walls, blow them 2 up. But in this case, Nash just gave away into the bomb site. 2max does get the kill on the Corrupted, but that's going to be all for naught, as XKS does get the kill on the 2max.
It was a really close C4 there, close.
Mega close.
It could have been a double kill, and that might have actually saved the round for the Horizon, but Vexed come out again on top in the attacking round. Something very interesting right at the start of the round. Sledge, you know, like you said, found a straight entry into the bomb site. Not many teams would take a straight entry into the bomb site as a single member into where you would basically diving into the Hornet's nest. Vexed do.
Yeah.
Vexed do. They just take it. They just find an opportunity.
The thing about Vexed is they see an opportunity. They're going to take the risk. They're risk takers. Most of the time it pays off for them, because whoever expects somebody jumping in a trophy within the first 15 seconds of the round? Nobody. And that's why we talked about, remember, about the Frost Traps in the previous matchup between Infamy and Radix. We said that they'll catch somebody by surprise. That could also easily have caught Horizon by surprise. He could have been in bomb site. And that would have been GG from there, because retaking trophy, it's extremely hard as a defender.
Can Vexed live up to their attacking prowess and do the same on defense? I feel like it is also roam-based with Vex on defense. Like they need to have someone popping off on roam, because it plays to the playstyle that we know Vexed are good at.
Yeah, I'm liking the Pulse pickup from Def. Pulse is, of course, a great operator for any bomb site with destructible floors, as he does have a C4 as well as the cardiac scanner, which of course can see you through the walls, as he's going to give a lot of good intel for his team. Primarily the roamers up top, he'll be able to give the callouts. Okay, there's one guy pushing your office corridor now, he can peek, he's here in the tag. It just floods a ton of info, and of course if anybody's going to be standing still inside master bedroom, he's going to be a dead man.
Pulse Diff just looking to be slow on his roaming play here. Doesn't want to get too far away. Ela here, Proxer again. Needs to pop off. I think Proxer needs to get at least 1 kill, and you'll probably start to see Vex take away this round. But Horizon are playing slow, as always, not giving too much away.
No, they're a very momentum-based team, Vexed. If they start getting the kills early on, they will spiral it out of control from here. Scythe does get the first kill on the 2mass, and this is what we're talking about Proxy. He just pushes into the areas that you shouldn't be pushing in from, as of course the attackers have control of the bedroom. He just tried and go for the quick aggressive plays, which again another risk, which could have worked, but this time Nasher did manage to punish him, and they do have control. But like we talked about, with somebody standing still inside bedroom, call yourself a dead man, as Nasher's going to get taken out by Def from below.
Yeah, there we go. Easy pulse play, like you said. It's so easy for him to find those scans and use that C4. We see it time and time again on multiple different maps, but Chalet is one of the ones that can work well for pulse. Horizon now with just 3 members, and Vexed suddenly finding some sort of invigoration in defense. Pulse holding angles right now. No one giving anything away for Vexed. They have lost Ela right now, so they don't have that sort of insane roam power of Proxy. He has already gone down, but they just need to play a calculated gun skill, angle holding defense, and they'll take this round.
They have managed to knock out Ash and Buck, the 2 main slayers. This last people up is going to be more of the support fleet for Horizon, Blackbeard, Habana, and Thermite, of course. And XKS doing a wonderful job of just wasting time for these attackers, knowing that somebody's going to be pressuring you from behind whenever you need to push site, as XKS has done that. There's 2 members left, Thermite and Blackbeard, 4v2. 2max does get 1 to his name, but still XKS in a great position to slow down this round even more.
2max looking for a flashbang onto XKS, doesn't quite find it, as Tristan actually picks up Diff now, so it is just simply a 2 versus 2. They're going to look to make a move, try and find a rear entry into the bomb site if they can, try and put some pressure down onto Valkyrie, specifically just Valkyrie and Bandit remaining right now. As you can see, actually Don Corrupted, stalwart player, gets the knock onto Blackbeard, and suddenly it is just Thermite who goes down to XKS from that return roam. And there we go, it is another round in the belt of Vexed, 3-1 versus Horizon right now.
Yeah, they did manage to win out that round. Horizon losing their Slayers early on. I think we touched about this inside week 3. I think it was me and you did this, where we talked about how Horizon weren't pushing together as a team. They were getting picked off very early on. They weren't working in cohesion with each other. It was just more or less 2max running in by himself, no support, which is one thing that you need to have 2 people pushing from the same side, as then you have the support from on each other. If somebody does die on your team, then somebody else has to be there to trade the kill back and keep the numbers equal. And they didn't do it that time. 2max was completely cut off from the rest of his team, and then it just went downhill from there for Horizon.
I think 2max was getting baited by XKS so easily in that last round, just saying, come to me, like take the 1v1, you've got Blackbeard, that flashbang went down, and that just meant there was a lot of time for Vex to try and prepare their defense around that bomb site. And now it's up to Horizon, running with Castle again, a team that runs with Castle quite frequently here. And it's going to be a basement defense with Castle. What do you make of it? You didn't really like it too much when you're looking at sort of the top floor defenses like kitchen and trophy room, but what do you think about sort of the basement area?
Well, this Castle is going to be used primarily for a kitchen trophy hold, which is something that we didn't see a lot in previous seasons. It has only really came out during this season, Season 4. Again, it's going to be great for locking down this kitchen trophy, primarily that west main run-in, where some attackers might want to go in from, but Vex, again, Proxy is going to be running that sledge, so he's going to be a big counter against them Castle barricades, being able to just walk up, sledge it. That's going to be your utility going, Castle, and then more or less that Operators is going to be just for nothing.
Sledge just looking for those points to see where maybe he's going to have the most impact, trying to get some information, as they managed to pick out one of the Horizon members there. I think that was Jaeger on the stairs, so they kind of saw where Jaeger was, I think. Sledge just going to bash through the walls, finding an angle. Can he find it? He's looking right at him right now. I don't think he quite saw it, as he's going to try and jump through and find another angle onto the floor.
Yep, seems to be that they do have a lot of hard breach on the side of Vexed. They do have, of course, XKS on the buck, as well as Proxy on the sledge. As they seem to be taking this blue route, his XKS is going to be in position to start trying and playing aggressive. He does have that. The drone's ready to go for the picks. He knows that one's going to be in the main stairs area, but Tristan says no to XKS's push down the blue. I believe that's going to be Proxy lurking as well. He does catch a glimpse of Tristan, does manage to get the down, but he can't crawl away to safety. As a nade is going to be cooked, but should get Jaegered. No Jaeger. Well, it was Tristan's own fault for not placing the ADS at the main stairs, and he does finally fall to Proxy, as Proxy's going to be taken up where his teammate could not, and going towards this blue stairs.
That's very aggressive from Proxy once more. This guy just likes to get right up in the face of the defenders, make it hard for them to think, as Scythe picks up Mira on the sidelines, and now it's another angle. Oh, he had the angle, but Joker took him 1 versus 1. And that is Horizon back in the game, especially with now one of the main sort of fraggers, Proxer, going down. Have to see how Vex can recover. Still 3 versus 2 though, so they have that minor advantage going into this. Horizon
do have control of that dining hatch where Tumas is going to be located. He knows that he's going to be inside that wine stock, as he did see him, of course, and he does manage to get the down. He sees the diffuser, knows where it is, and does finally finish off Don Corrupted and does equal out into a 2v2. Joker is going to be the only man on site, as is going to be Tumas getting picked from the drone hole, possibly. Yeah, it is going to be from the drone hole. A good play from Def, trying to get the early picks, or late picks, should I say, in this case. But that is going to be nonetheless, as Tumas does manage to drop the hatch. It's 30 seconds to go. Still a bit of time for Vex to see what they can work with.
Let's see if Diff can find this angle, because he is right next to Joker as it stands, I believe. Or TXM. I think it's TXM, actually, as he's going to rotate round TXM. He's now caught between a rock and a hard place. He's right behind him. And oh, my word, how did you not get that, TXM? As Diff comes away on top. 10 seconds to go. They're going to get that defender, or going to get that diffuser going down right now. And Joker potentially pick up a twofer, but he's too far away. He is going to have to retake the site solo, I think.
Yeah, it's going to be a 2v1. Again, all the attackers need to do is hold an angle at the door they think he's going to run from.
Oh.
Scythe does finish off Joker, and that's going to be Vexed heading into match point. Another point I want to bring up as well, for anybody, whenever I say Tumas, I mean TXM, because I don't know why, but that was Horizon Tumas. He changed his name.
Oh, he changed his name. I was thinking, I'd not seen TXM before. I casted Tumas.
He changed his name. I said to him, why'd you change your name?
I'll try and refer to him as TXM just to avoid confusion. Yeah. But if you can keep calling him Tumas, I'm sure everybody knows who he is.
Oh yeah, yeah. So match point for Vex, 4-1 up. It seems to be that Scythe is going to be the top fragger. He has actually pulled out quite a lot of big kills in terms of a lot of the momentum swing kills. Whenever it was a bit of a stalemate for a minute, no kills had gone by. It was a 3v3. Then Scythe would get a kill, and then Vex would just steamroll off that momentum. As we previously did, I believe that he got a double kill last time on the Twitch, which really did open up the site for Vex to start pushing in towards that A bomb site inside the wine stock, and then did come from there.
So, Vex just need 1 point here, and a defense is what they need. They have already won a single defense. It was kind of a shaky win. And it's something that I think relies a lot on that roam play, like we've talked before, especially Proxer on that healer. If you can pick up 1 kill early on, it sets up Vex really for victory. When it comes to the static defense, holding angles, tactical appreciation of where Horizon should be coming from, that's where Vex seem to struggle, because they can't get that raw skill. What Horizon did so well in their attack when they took that win was that they slowed their attack down. They didn't give anything away. They tried to make sure that they were really respectful of where Proxer could be on the map. And then when it came down to that sort of last minute or so where they had a tactical approach, Vex weren't quite able to handle the way that Horizon came in.
Oh, what? No, I'm done.
That was insane. I don't even know if we gave that enough hype, because that was just ridiculous. Proxer picks up the early kill. That is Ash going down as well. Big fragger from Horizon already gone. Some entry gone too. And now Proxer's going to hold the angle where 2 members of Horizon are. He has been spotted out by a drone though, so they are very aware that he is here. As actually XKS gets a kill onto Nasha. Suddenly things starting to unravel for Horizon. It is a 5 versus 3. Proxer manages to go down, but they know where the assault came from.
That, just talking about where that wallbang happened. Again, Tumas pushing by himself. Nobody supported him in that position. But nonetheless, Tumax has actually managed to square it off, getting a kill on the Don Corrupted. As Smoke playing aggressive inside that snowmobile, or inside that big garage corridor. Bit of an unfamiliar play we're used to. Again, he can be useful whenever you are. Again, it's going to be a bit of a death corridor. Pushing down shotgun can become quite useful in that situation. But maybe you should have played them back on site, Vexed, and again, having them smoke grenades is going to be able to clutch out some of the rounds whenever it does come down to them final 20 or 30 seconds.
Blackbeard pretty low right now as well, though, so the guy who maybe wants to make some entry plays here, not got the most health to work with. Everybody committed to defense of the bomb sites right now for Vex. Not many roamers going around, so it's all going to be about taking those hard angle defenses against Horizon. Mirror window still up and ready. He's going to get some effect out as well, so probably not a bad place for Vex to be in, even though there was some great return from Horizon.
Yeah, we are going to see Joker try and put a bit of pressure from the backhand and does get the nice snap. Headshot on the Diff, as he is now going to push down in towards this, but he does get Elamine. See somebody skirt across into that little cover area, but SKS does manage to get the kill on the Joker, as the remaining 2 members, I believe, are going to be towards this north side of the building.
Yeah, and like mirror window. Oh, what a tap from XKS. He needed that, and he's going to see him poke above as well. He's going to try and find the angle there, but the mirror window getting so much work done in terms of vision control. He knows exactly where Horizon they're pushing from. Thermite not going to get enough work done here. Not even going to get much done with the flashbang, as that's going to be a desperate move coming in, and that is Scythe taking him down. What a defense from Vexed, and that is going to be the first win on the board for these guys. They're going to get their first map, and it was impressive stuff from them.
Yeah, well played to all members of Vexed. They played extremely well. There was a lot of aggression, like what we were expecting, a lot of gun skill, not so many strats, of course, but nonetheless, they did what they had to do, and that has definitely helped one up a lot.
Yeah, now they're going to be moving on to Oregon, which maybe even less so than Chalet is going to be favoured.
All out gun skill.
Exactly, all about Vexed in that sort of particular map. So they're looking good to continue their trend in Group A of just storming through. Player for you that round? Player to watch for that round? Just based on what we saw?
I'm going to say Scythe.
I'm
going to say Scythe.
I was going to say Scythe as well, because I know we talked a lot about Proxer and his ability to get roams, but he had sort of impact on certain rounds and went big on certain rounds, but Scythe continuously, probably top fragger I felt in that game.
I didn't kill every round.
Yeah, he was getting really solid.
2 kills, really strong from him.
Yeah, so Scythe just dependable, I think, from
really
that time around. And that last play specifically was one of the most impressive, just using that mirror window, showing exactly why mirror window is good.
Oh yeah.
You know, he got a peek, round the corner, found the angle, saw the guy up in the roof, knew exactly how to play it. The flashbang came down, dodged through, then got the kill onto him afterwards. So that was really good stuff from Scythe to clutch out that last round, and like we said, gave Vexed their first map of this best of 2. Going to go to Oregon now, though, and like you said, probably favours Vexed even more. Yeah,
again, Oregon, all about the gun skill. We're expecting a lot of aggressive meeting holes, may it be from Horizon, may it be from Vexed, of course. That was his first wall bang. It wasn't just his only wall bang, that was only his first. As Prox, of course, did make up a lot of the entry kills. Great flick shot by 2max, as that could have been a really heavy round for Horizon to try and pull back from if he did manage to get control.
Yeah, that was the pulse play that we saw. Diff managed to get 1 pulse kill, which in itself is pretty good. Proxer, like we said, had been very solid throughout most of the rounds, but you know, realistically, that was insane, by the way. That was pretty insane. But this is what I'm talking about. This is that bandit sort of XKS final defense. It was very, very good stuff from those guys. Yeah,
we're expecting SKS to do the big frags as well as Proxa.
I thought that was Scythe defending for some reason, but now you realise I was wrong. But yeah, XKS was very, very good in that last defense.
And then, of course, Don Corrupted, that was his first Prem game. He had, I believe, 1 big round for himself, but again, he's a support player. I'm not expecting him to do the crazy stuff that the rest of his team are doing. But I'm sure he did this job because Diff and Corrupted did their work on the drones for the Slayers.
And also, you just got to think, you're coming into a very high moving machine. Vexed are very mobile, very aggressive players. Fluent. Don slotted in really well. Sometimes you might feel that not everyone's playstyle lines up to the way that Vex wants to play. Some people like to be more tactical with Rainbow Six. It's kind of what Rainbow Six is about, right? There's a lot more tactics involved than a lot of other shooters on the market. You come into a team that plays it more like a CSGO game, and suddenly things are, you might not be able to sort of keep up to their pace, but Don really kept up to their pace. Really good.
Yeah, it was an all-out battle inside Chalet, but I'm sure it'll even be worse inside Oregon, as we will be heading upstairs first for Horizon. Typically we see the downstairs favoured over the top because it is easier to control, of course. But we are going to see just a standard pick up of operators. The Ayla, the Bandit, Jaeger, Mirror, Smoke, best 5 operators that any defense you can go for. That is, you're going to be your solid 5. You can't go wrong with them operators.
Yeah, this is one of those sort of spread of operators that has a role in the meta right now in almost every situation, and Smoke's so good at controlling those closed small areas of Kids Dorm. Upstairs you've got, like you said, Mirror Window, which can be so useful in terms of vision. We saw it on that previous game. Very, very solid standard line out for Horizon. Vexed coming in with the Sledge, one of the only teams that really makes high use of Sledge. We see sometimes, you know, teams pick it up, but Vexed seem to run it more so than anything else. Oh, that's the Horizon roster. You got to see it for half a second.
Okay, well, we'll move on to that soon. But anyway, we will be seeing what defense Horizon are going to go for. It seems to be that they're going to go for a bit of an attic hold for the upstairs. As I'd imagine there may be a mirror window stuck on the other side, looking in towards that big tower if 2max hasn't done it already. As of course, having that mirror window over on the other side of the attic, looking in towards the big tower, completely shuts down any push wanting to come from that side, which seems to be that's where Vexed want to come from. They're going to try and take control of big tower, and then start working their way in towards the attic, and then of course up and through into that master bedroom.
To see, often there is a roamer around tower, so you always have to be careful about when you're making that approach. Especially if you sort of second room defense, having someone in tower can be very, very good. But right now, you can see slow from Vex right now. Kind of unlike them, as they're just looking for opportunities. They're going to move up towards that tower. TXM takes a bit of a damage there, but Sledge also taking some in return as Proxer down to about 25-30% HP.
So he is going to now move his way and start opening up some windows, get a couple of angles on towards the other side of the map. Oregon's kind of split in two. You have the one main primary building and the kind of big tower meeting hold as Proxy gets another wallbang to his name onto Nasher, and then we are going to see XKS on the Ash swing round, gets the kill onto the Ayla. And already 2 minutes left on the round, and that's going to be 2 men down for Horizon.
Located by attackers.
And now it's kind of all in Vexed's favor. Tristan trying to do his best at this point in time, but is that mirror wall gone?
Yeah.
The mirror wall's just gone now, so he's lost a massive defense area as he tries to get a turn, but 2max actually covers him, so Scythe goes down. And now suddenly defense is looking pretty solid from defense looking really solid from Horizon, because we're down to 3 versus 3. Suddenly this rush from Vex hasn't quite worked out, and that's going to be one for Tristan again. 3 versus 2. How did we end up in this situation?
I just think that was a bit reckless by Vexed. Whenever you have that advantage with 2 minutes to go, slow it down. Figure out where these guys are going to be located. But Proxy does get the kill on the Tristan, who did play a big part inside this round, as it is going to be down to him and Def. Def can go for this reinforced wall and get an entryway in towards this bomb site, as 2max is going to be located on the backside, and Joker maybe playing a little bit too aggressive on the main stairs, could have possibly rotated it back up to site via White, and now has left his teammate in a 2v1 situation here.
Yeah, it's not going to be great for Mira. Mira window down as well, makes it even more difficult to control certain areas of this site. Not seen anybody just yet. Got 30 seconds to work with. Going to hold the hard angles that she can. Maybe they can try and go for a duo approach at this point in time, but they're just going to try and scout her out.
Yeah.
They've seen her. They've seen her.
Yeah, it was a good move from Prox, and knowing that he does have an extra 20 seconds to send the drone up the stairs, and then once they know where he is, it's very easy for, of course, the planter to go for. The plant is Def essentially just planted right in front of Mira's face, and she did not manage to see it. So it is going to be hard for Mira to retake this site, especially with Prox on the connector window having a clear visibility, as Def is also going to be putting pressure from another angle, and from here it more or less should be a Vex round. Yeah,
the C4's going to go out the window right now. He's slowly crawling towards that diffuser, towards that diffuser. I managed to not have my generic energy drink yet, demos, so I haven't managed to catch up to the real world of the living. But that was a very, very good calculated play at the end of that round for Vexed, and they're going to get another round on the board, steamrolling their way through Horizon at this point in time.
That's exactly what we're expecting from Vexed on Oregon, having a lot of aggressive gun skill, of course, and like we did talk about, maybe they should have slowed it down. They almost had a choke, because Horizon were 3-2 up. Tristan got killed, but it was a 2v2 from there, and then from that stage, maybe the Bandit should have rotated up the White stairs and put another man in sight, which would have been even more awkward for Vex to push, as they then have to watch 2 angles trying to go in for the plant.
So we've got a laundry room, supply room defense here from Horizon, going all the way down to the lowest floor of the house. In fact, Vex, what we're talking about, Vex is on defense. So they're all the way down to the lowest floor of the house, and it's up to Horizon to make that play, coming in with Ash, Habana. They're going to bring a Sledge themselves, Blackbeard, and IQ as well. Interesting addition of IQ. What would be the reason for that? I don't seem, haven't seen
Fear Vigil.
We're not seeing a Vigil, have we?
No, haven't seen a Vigil yet, but just knowing that, looking at other games, a lot of other guys have started taking Vigil. I think that Naif from Infamy set the trend to take the Vigil first, and a lot of teams have caught on saying, you know what, Vigil's actually a pretty good pick, and then of course from there, you're going to need to bring a counter for him because he's so just such an impact roamer. Then bringing the IQ just out of fear for the Vigil. So I like to pick IQ even still because it's going to help with Ayla mines, as we do see Ayla being played by Proxa. Another fantastic 5, I like to call him, on the defense for Vex. This is going to really help control the meeting as well as control the downstairs laundry, which we talk about so much. As Proxa just wasting a little bit of time sending their drones over towards that west side of the building, and then from there does get back to the safety of the meeting.
They're in meeting hall right now, and you can see Ayla back towards the team. So actually, you see Proxa has been forced back because of those drones. Yeah, he drew the drones over, but it does mean he's also been spotted, so it's had to make his way back towards the team. So he's not roamed too far as of yet. I wonder if he's going to take another position somewhere on this map. He's currently right now with XKS in meeting hall.
Yeah, I think these two are going to be the guys to hold this meeting hall from Horizon, of course. No Thermite on the side of Horizon, so they're going to be missing that destructibility of the attic or even the kitchen wall, which could have easily been blown open by now, and just gave another angle which Vexed have to be careful of, as we are going to see Scythe get the shot from the back of the sandbag inside meeting on two Mass, who has not been playing so great this series.
No, he's not had the best performances in the world, but Scythe, on the other hand, definitely has. Everybody from Vex seeming to play on a very high level at this point in time. Proxa now in tower. Got plenty of control over that side as Nasher actually gets a return kill onto Don Corrupted. That's going to be smoke going down, which is very important because smoke going down is so good in the laundry supply as well as the kids' dorm area. Just such good tight area control with that guy.
Yeah, so I think that he was playing aggressive main stairs, and whenever the hatch gets open, that should be your kind of signal to don't peek the hatch because they're going to kill you. We did see XKS get the kill on the Nasher. That's going to be their main fragger dead, but equally he does get returned on the 2max, who's been playing very, very well on the Blackbeard this game.
Yeah, well, yeah, in general.
This series, should
exactly. Blackbeard for 2max has been a pretty solid pick for him all round, and 3 versus 3 right now. Joker looking for some sort of entry of the Hibana, looking for those angles, like we said. No committal to the sort of the area they're moving this in, but you can see it stairs right now for Blackbeard. He's trying to make a way round. He's going to hold these angles so well, but somehow gets picked off by Scythe. Have no idea how that ended up happening, and that is an excellent pick off because Scythe now smells blood, and he's moving in. Another member on that stairs right there, right behind him. Easy pickings for Scythe, and it is now a 3 versus 1. Man, this guy's been on fire.
Yeah, he's been playing very consistent. Last man up is going to be Joker, as he is going to get finished off by the Ayla. And that is going to go Vexed 2-0 inside Oregon. And talking about the Blackbeard pick as well, maybe not so much the window game, but maybe so much to help him win the gunfights. Horizon know that Vexed are going to have the better gun skill. Just stick a shield in your face and you might be able to outgun him, which he has been doing. Yeah,
definitely. And he's probably one of the only members of Horizon that has been outgunning. As you can see, 2 frags to his name right now. He's been performing pretty well for Horizon in general. Didn't quite have the angle taken properly there. I think there were 2 members looking at him coming downstairs, so he could only hold one of the angles well. Unfortunately, he poked his head out a little bit too far and ended up going down. But they're just testament to the gun skill of Vexed, to be completely fair.
Yeah.
They've just played so well. Their shots have been pinpoint perfect in most cases.
Yep, this is what we've seen from all season from Vexed. We've seen the outright gun skill, we've seen the cohesion of just a full-on, it's almost like a tank just rolling through all these teams, just taking on battle after battle, being able to win battle after battle because they bounce off each other so well. Their team chemistry is great for being able to get the refrags, and they're also double peeking very well. As you know, one person might say, okay, I'll peek this guy from this meeting door angle, you peek from the other meeting door angle, and then hopefully one of us should kill him, and that's exactly what they've been doing. And again, it's always going to be a sign of a good team with the chemistry.
Kids Dorm,
5 seconds to insertion.
Another hold here for Horizon. Got the smoke, mirror. Yeah, like you said, just a very standard defense setup from these guys. They seem to not vary too much when it comes to that second floor defense. Roam game hasn't been as strong as Vex, but you'd be asking a lot to get a roam game stronger than Vex, to be completely honest.
I'm surprised we're not seeing any crazy strats from Horizon. This just seems to be straight up standard. if you want to take on a team like Vexed, you have to take them out of their comfort zone. You have to make them push things which you've never done before. You look back into week 3, or well, I believe it was week 2, whenever they played them. Again, they brought out the skyscraper strats, and Vexed couldn't deal with it, especially a barbecue kitchen defense inside the skyscraper. Vexed didn't know how to push it. They'd never pushed it before, and it showed. So maybe the map bans might be wrong, because these are the maps that Vexed have performed on throughout the season. That's where then Horizon should have said, right, why don't we just ban out Chalet, we'll ban out Border, we'll ban out Oregon, and we'll see what maps we get from there.
Already Vexed, Proxer, another kill for him on the defense, but he's going to go down, as he does like to go aggressive on that sledge. Now XKS looking for his move up the stairs right now. Our angle will be held, as you can see, just to the left. So Horizon, if they hold this angle and XKS peaks, doesn't win the gun battle. Oh, but he walks directly into his trap, and XKS, so patient, and gets rewarded. Tristan, another member of Horizon who's been performing well, gets a return kill onto sight.
Wallbang.
Whoa, that was a wallbang. Was that from Tristan
tar
as well?
Yeah, that's from the tower. Great thinking from Tristan, saying, okay, I know one guy died in Armory Corridor. Maybe he still might be there. Let's go for the wallbang. Unfortunately, didn't get a headshot, so it's going to be a down for XKS. But at this stage, Don Corrupted can't go for the push, because at this stage, Ayla should know that one of them's going to be down. I'm surprised XKS isn't dead by now, because he's right out in the open, as he is going to actually crawl back into the safety of his team. As Corrupted just playing waiting game here against this Ayla that he knows peeking, but still haven't dealt with Tristan, who's going to be that menace on the other side of Big Tower. And 50 seconds to go. Good stuff from Horizon so far.
Like he said, this is something that we saw Horizon not do on the previous defensive Kidsdom. They didn't take Big Tower. They didn't have anybody trying to hold that position, and it showed that it was completely free, taken up, and it was essentially then Vexed using Big Tower for their offensive capabilities. This time round, they've stuck Jaeger in Big Tower. Tristan gets another kill from that location. It is so important to regain control of that if you're trying to make a solid offense on this kind of area. Tristan has been amazing this time round. I just talked about the roam game maybe not being as strong as Vexed. Well, Tristan has certainly showed me wrong. Yeah,
we are going to see Def left in a 2v1 situation. But at this stage, he's just going to be running into the Mira as 2max does pick up the kill. The Horizon get their first round on Oregon.
Needed round as well, because Vex were definitely looking like a freight train running out of control. Big Tower hold was really the key pivotal moment here for Horizon, and I think Vex now will know, okay, these guys will commit to something like that. These guys will stick a roamer in tower. We need to deal with it potentially next time if we're going to go for a second floor offense, and they probably won't be so hasty with the way they approach this either.
No, they're going to know that...
Look. Interesting.
Yeah. Well, we did see, of course, the Doc being picked up last time, but this time it's going to be his counterpart, which is going to be Rook. The thing that Rook has over the edge of Doc is that there's going to be impact nades on the side of Rook, so he can create some pretty nasty impact hole angles, may it be in through that little container, which we did just see get impacted, as well as just another rotation hole that he can work with inside the kid's bedroom, and you can get a really nice angle from all the way back beside the bunk bed, straight through that metal slats, and then all the way through onto the balcony. And again, with an egg hog, it's going to be all that sweeter to get the picks.
I wonder if anybody from Vex is going to go take that tower. You'd imagine it would be Proxer, if anybody, on this sealer, potentially, or maybe Jaeger, actually.
Yeah, I can see them starting over in towards the Big Tower area, maybe meeting. And then from there, I know that Prox, he likes to start roaming around downstairs as well, which for an upstairs attack, laundry room is an area that you never see pushed. And even if it is, it's like one guy checks at the start of the round and then that's it. They just rotate out of it. And just having the connector between downstairs all the way up to Big Tower, it makes it awkward for Horizon predicting which angle Vexed are going to run out from. Are they going to come from the main stairs area and push us from the lobby? Or are they going to rotate all the way up to the back stairs and into Big Tower and then punish us from that angle? So it is a bit of mind games, but it doesn't seem to be that Horizon want to go for the hunt. They would then rather just a normal take, controlling from the bedroom and the armory, and then hopefully getting that double wall off and pushing in for the plant, as typically that's what we see in all these attacks.
Proxer now in tower, as you can see. So he is going to take that angle. We were wondering whether it would be Jaeger or it would be Ela. Looks like it's going to be Ela for Proxy this time round. Holding those angles very nicely as Joker gets a bit of information as TXM following up as well on the top of that stairs. Nasher and Tumax rotating around as Diff gets a kill onto TXM. That was that angle that he was trying to hold, and Diff manages to fight back, and this is not great for Horizon. They've already lost one member, and with Big Tower not even on the angles as XKS takes out Tristram, another big member for Horizon. 3 versus 5 right now, Demo.
Yeah, that's going to be Buck and Sledge down, so no destructibility for them, no frag grenades as Proxa puts an insult to injury, as that's going to be Nasher taken out as well, but he does automatically get refragged onto by Joker. But at this stage, Blackbeard and Habana, I don't imagine going to be doing the work. And what we talked about previously, XKS teasing Blackbeard saying, push me. You know you want to, push me.
He's not going to take the bait this time round. He's going to try and find another angle coming from the top. Trying to look over to Tower, because Tower is such a good control point for Horizon on their defensive second floor, and Vex were doing the same thing, but with Proxy dead, he was the member over there. That's the diffuser down to sight. That was a rush in from the diffuser with 58 seconds to go. Felt like it was very, very haphazard from Horizon as Vex clean things up 4-2, take another win. Easy pickings.
Probably the easiest round I think Vex has had so far inside the series. It was just somebody died, then another guy died, and then once Horizon...
That's generally how the rounds go.
Yeah, but once... but in very quick succession, though, we talked about the way that Vex peaked double time. So one guy will peak at the same time as another guy, and they managed to get 2 kills from it. That's a really big advantage, especially taking out 2 frag operators as well, which frags is arguably the best gadget. Maybe Nitrocell, you'd say in some circumstances, but I think nades are better than Nitrocells, debatable.
Well, it's, neither here nor there. And I'm just saying a random word because I have no opinion on what you just said. So. Guys, let me know what you think about nades or Nitrocell. That's I like that.
Let me know about that.
You've turned it into a community vote.
Are we still using that hashtag?
Can we get a community? Can we get a community vote on the ESL UK Twitter? Nades or Nitrocells? Hashtag ESL Prem. Let us know.
There we go. Join the conversation on Twitter, guys. I know that Dez and also Tag Seed last week answered some of your questions, so by all means come in and ask some of us questions. Anything about Rainbow Six Siege, I'm sure some of my knowledge will be able to get a bit of in-depth, and for anything real life, speak to X-Scoundrel. Maybe a Siege knowledge isn't up to scratch, but I'm breaking them in.
I've got a tweet from VLKYZ, the new caster looks just like Rami. Do I look like Rami?
I don't know, I've seen Rami.
Who is Rami?
Plays for Fable. I'd say younger version of yourself.
I look like an old fat version of Rami.
Well, anyway, we will be moving on into the round. Vex are going to make themselves known to Horizon inside that garage. And they are going to look to start pushing out this Ela primarily inside the classroom. He's going to make a mad dash back into the safety of the meeting. And this is where Vex do have the Thermite, which Horizon typically did not bring. But equally, Vex aren't a big fan of Habana, which I am a big fan of Habana. She's so versatile. She's a free speed operator. She has 2 great guns, of course. She can hit the turbo on killing potential at any time. And of course, also another support operator. Her Habana pellets is one of the best gadgets that's been added in for the attack, of course. Really versatile. Can use it as a hard breach, of course, but primarily hatches. Also stun grenades and claymores just for that support.
Vex took a bit of damage early on here, but haven't really sort of suffered for it. Only sort of gave back 25% to Jaeger. Tristan, he has got tower. It seems like that area is kind of holding, trying to anyway. Trying to do the same thing he did on the previous attempt. Just try and hold the area as Proxa takes out Tristan, so he just goes straight down. So Tristan down now, and this is great as Sledge. Side picks up one.
That is what I'm talking about with the double peek. Proxa said, I'd imagine Proxa said, safe, right? I'm going to peek this hatch, you jump through the window. He's going to get pincered, he either has to run at me and gets killed inside meeting, or he runs at you and gets killed at the rear stage. So big plays from Vex, who have been excellent clearing out these roamers, and Proxa just runs in, says no to Nasher. His last man up is going to be the Ela. Let's see if the Ela can clutch it up.
As Proxa does it. 3 kills for Proxa that round, and that was some switch shooting as well. Flick shots left, right, and center. This guy absolutely insane at this point. Has been a really standout player across both games. Like we said, Scythe had been performing as well, but Proxer, 8 kills at this point in time. Wow, very, very good stuff from Proxer. Has been playing out of his mind on Oregon, and like you said, kind of is a more of a gun skill map. If you can get the peaks, if you can take those quick shots, you're going to be favored. Proxer definitely known for doing that. Has been insane so far.
And this is where we see the true Vexed. We've seen him do it last week against Fable. They've decided to bring out the Chanka. What can I say? What can I say? I believe last time they brought out the Chanka, he managed to get a kill.
One kill, so there you go.
We'll see, but
and the Kaplan as well. So
yeah, so I think at this stage, I think Vex kind of have a suspicion that they're going to win this game. So they're just
they just bringing out the troll?
They're just having a bit of fun.
Yeah, they're bringing out the troll picks.
Yeah.
I guess they've got plenty of rounds to play with, right? So
yeah, pretty much. So
you can get a win on with Chanka, sure.
Yeah, I'm afraid to see what they'd bring in the attack. 5 shields.
Let's Montagna.
Recruit. Use another recruit. Yeah, sure, let's go with that.
Wonderful.
10 seconds left.
So let's see what Vexed have up their sleeves. They do have, of course, the Chanka turret, which can be placed more or less anywhere he wants it to be. Possibly play it inside the meeting hall, which, you know what, having the Chanka inside meeting hall could possibly work. That's just going to be, you place them up on the back of rear stage. That's just going to be a guy sitting there watching one door ready to gun you down as soon as you can. So it's quite an interesting pick. And even better, I'd imagine he's going to try and use it to completely rip up this wall, which then gives you an angle in towards the classroom area as well. But of course, Chanka, once he's on the turret and you drone him out, it's going to be very easy from there to kill him. So you see Nasher opening up the kills this time on side of Horizon, as it is going to be Proxer getting killed.
Oh, he was opening up the turret, an easy kill for Nasher, who has got 2 to his name so far on this Twitch. Maybe these strats for Vex not working out to the best of their ability as Cap can. Gonna set up some of those traps.
Yeah, and it's going to get Twitch straight back, I think, from that. Twitch drone just went and swooped in, get rid of that entry denial device, of course. And Horizon are going to start their siege on this meeting hall area, which I believe there's going to be no members, maybe Ela in sight on meeting, maybe. I'm not sure. There's one thing, actually, is going to be down. There's one thing about the mid-season reinforcements. They updated the caster point of view. You can no longer see who's on what floor, which really annoys me, because typically you could then say, okay, we're going to see one upstairs and one downstairs. I can't guess that now, so it's I don't exactly like that change that ESL or that Ubisoft did bring in to change that up.
Scythe gets 1 kill onto TXM right now, so Capcan somehow gets a point on the board. It is still a solid defense from Vex. You still have those point defenses in place. No way to plant the diffuser as it stands. Here's an angle held by Blackbeard, trying to take some sort of 1v1 as Capcan takes a huge amount of damage. Scythe now has to kind of get a shot straight away. Someone right in front of him. That's the gun right in front of him right there. Maybe if they peek. They peeked! Oh. They peeked and Scythe gets the kill on 1 HP, surely. He gets taken down by 2 max at the very end there, but he did his job as Diff picks up another kill. It's 2 versus 2 right now. Mira and Ela versus the Blackbeard and the Sledge, and Blackbeard trying to hold that angle there against Mira.
Yeah, at this stage, it should be Mira on this angle. Hero actually managed to tank some of them shots, as Diff does get punished by Tristan. I'm surprised that 2 max didn't die in that location. But Corrupted is going to be left in a 2v1, and 2 max once again on the Blackbeard does manage to shut him down, and Horizon do manage to get a round on the board.
There we go. Somehow Mira didn't quite get that last shot. If Blackbeard had gone down there, it would have been a good chance for Vex to try and find that pincer onto the final member of Horizon. Vex just need 1 more point. Maybe this is the point where they say, okay, let's maybe not pick troll picks anymore.
Yeah,
maybe go back to be something a little bit more standard.
Yeah, I'd definitely say standard. It seems to be the same 5 they've been running with throughout this series. Twitch as well. Scythe has been playing extremely well on with. That FAMAS, of course, is a great gun. It's been one of the best in Siege for some time now. Right up there with some of the best, such as Ela's gun as well as Ash's gun as well.
Got a question from Rum. Should I start meaning someone other than Blackbeard?
If it works, just roll with it.
This is a personal question from Rum to you, Demo. Do you think he should stop meaning someone other than Blackbeard?
Depends what maps he plays, because if you're looking at maps such as Cafe, then he's going to be a great pick, because the window game's always going to be on top, of course. Looking at maps like Oregon as well, Blackbeard can do some real damage on that A double window as well. Other maps, maybe Chalet, he's not as strong because there's not a lot of windows in Chalet. It's all about the destructibility game, of course. But for the most part, Blackbeard is, I think you talked about it, he's always one of them operators that floats in and out. It's really situational depending on the map, of course. But I believe in a counter-strat situation, Horizon are doing a very good job of that. Knowing that Vexed have the gun skill, if you're having issues with guys just outgunning you, take the Blackbeard because it's going to help you win them engagements. That's the whole idea of his gadget. Of course, it's not the flashiest gadget, but it works nonetheless. So that'd be my advice to you, Rum. I hope that helped.
XKS literally staring down what I think Jaeger in the tower right now. Could have got a shot there, but neither of them saw each other, and he's going to be able to get into the building scot-free, but also won't get the kill in return. Proxer and XKS right now. Proxer goes down to TXM. I think that was from the tower. Again, just not... Was that from the tower?
No, I think it was from the west side of the building, through that corridor area. Quick peek out from TXM from that angle, of course. But he did manage to scurry up the white stairs and is back into the safety of his site. Oh,
some shots down from TXM. You were right, from the west side of the building. Managed to get that peek long down the corridor from the stairs. And suddenly Vexed might be thinking, oh...
They're slowing down.
Yeah, but also they threw a round away, like basically by picking troll operators almost in a way. They threw a round away. What happens if Horizon bring this back? You know, what happens if Horizon get back up to 4 points? We're going to overtime. Suddenly things start to be shaping out as Scythe matches up 1 versus 1 with TXM, manages to get away with his life, and does actually manage to back out, but they do end up losing Sledge. Ash, they've lost Thermite. Now it is simply just Thatcher, and I think it's also Twitch. So Thatcher and Twitch, the only two left alive here for Vexed, and Horizon look pretty dead set to get this to 4-3.
Yeah, this should be an Horizon win from this situation. A minute to go. Smoke's still alive. Mira still has her C4, of course. Ayla, of course, running amok. Dawn Corrupted on this double window with no position to push in or get any kills. Scythe is going to be in the other side of the map from him, as he is looking to creep up in towards this main stairs area. Camera is going to tag him out so he knows where they are, but Nasher's stupidly going to turn his back. But then automatic refrag coming out from Joker is going to get the kill on the side. So last man up is going to be Dawn Corrupted, who did manage to rotate out towards that balcony. But at this situation, 30 seconds to go, Horizon should have this in the bag.
He's going to burst through here. I don't know whether Dawn Corrupted is going to be able to do enough by himself. 30 seconds, 1 versus 4. It would be a pretty insane play. He's going to spy right there on the stairs, but they'll know where he is. He's now going to have to make a pretty quick rotation to somewhere else, because they'll know that those stairs will be a death trap for him. With only 15 seconds on the clock, I just don't see it happening here for Dawn Corrupted.
No, Dawn in this situation is just going to try his best, get some kills on the board for himself, but Tristan's going to give him an extra death, as that is going to be Horizon now, going to 4-3.
4-3, and Tristan held that angle so well there. Easy pickings. Like we said, Don revealed himself, didn't have enough time to rotate to another entrance of some shape, and was easily picked off by the rest of the Horizon members that knew he was going to be forced to move up those stairs like that. Vex now, no troll on the defense this time round. They can't afford to let this go to overtime. Very solid pickups with the Ela, Jaeger, Mira, Bandit, and actually switching over to Pulse, it looks like. Nope, back to Smoke.
Yeah, laundry room and supply room, you need that Smoke, of course. He's going to be great for controlling that hatch and also that main stairs area. Looking at the side of Horizon, they're going to be bringing the Buck, and we've talked about where Buck isn't useful on this particular bomb site attacking the laundry room, as there's no destructibility, no vertical play for this particular bomb site. Of course, it can help on that kitchen, attacking that kid's bedroom as you can buck from below, but in this circumstance, he's just going to be bringing the nades to the table and maybe a bit of destructibility for some soft walls in and around the meeting area.
Feel free to get in contact with us on Twitter, hashtag ESL Prem, or you can at myself Xscoundrel, or at demo_ESL, ask us questions. Not just about Rainbow Six, you can ask us why Derry is so old. You can also ask us why Derry's not here and why we fired him. Lots of questions. You can ask Demo about what to play in solo queue.
seconds remaining.
Could ask me about what I had for lunch. Don't ask me any Rainbow Six orientated questions because I just won't be able to answer.
The diffuser.
What does Frost do?
That's a great conversation. So, Horizon going to be looking to take from the big tower side. Nasher looking to push in from that rear stage. He's going to get the all clear from his droners. Start putting a bit of pressure on Vexed, who are going to be, once again, holding this meeting area. We do see Proxa open up the kill line this time. Buck is going to be out commissioning. It's not an operator that's crucial to this particular bomb site, as he's not going to bring that destructibility tool to the table compared to other sites. But of course, Nasher then does get the automatic refrag on the Proxa, a very protectable spot that is easily pre-fired by an Ashmian.
1-1 right now as it stands. Vexed have lost Ela though. That is a big loss because Proxa is a massive fragger for Vexed, and that's kind of where their strengths lie. Horizon losing Buck does mean they kind of lose some malleability in terms of what they can do with those ceilings and those floors, but as it stands, still have 2max on this Blackbeard, who has been performing like crazy over the last few rounds. If you update on the questions, guys, if you do ask us sensible questions, or at least clean questions, they might get featured on stream. So you might even get yourself featured on stream if you ask a question with the hashtag ESL Prem. And we will answer them when we have some downtime.
So Horizon have taken control of this meeting area. Hatches now are going to be opened up by Joker, and he can start pushing in and see if he can get any early kills. They seem to be orientated more towards this back end of the site rather than down the main stairs, which isn't normally what we expect out of a downstairs push coming out from the attack. And primarily for these two drop hatches, they're very easily defendable from that main corridor, and of course then also the mirror window, which completely shuts down the construction, and smoke as well can slow down a lot of the time coming out from either of these two hatches. Primarily that one that Nasher seemed to want to go for the drop, as moving in towards this B area, it's very easy to defend just the one door rather than a big open corridor.
Smoke grenade gone down, bought a bit of time here for Vexed, and things are starting to heat up as both teams moving in. That's the Blackbeard taking a lot of damage. That shield is going to have to back off at this point in time and reset. That is a massive angle held by Vexed at this point. It's all going to come down to 1v1s, as that is XKS taking out Tristan on the sledge. Suddenly it is a 3 versus 4. Things starting to get a bit desperate for Horizon as they are pushing in to push this to overtime. 2max again trying to hold angles as XKS gets yet another kill. Nasher this time round 4 versus 2. Joker takes one, but Scythe gets a return, and it's all up to 2max. He's played well on Blackbeard, but can he play well in a 3 versus 1? Angles are going to have to be tight from him, and he doesn't have a lot of time to work with. I don't know whether he'll peek around this corner. He's going to try and move through. He's got so many things to think about, so many people to try and take out, so many things to take through, but that is Scythe picking up another, and Vexed take the round, and they take this 2-0. It was hard stuff for 2max there, but every angle was covered. There was no way he was getting into that bomb site, and Vexed very, very easily